Sit back. No, you have to sit on the couch, okay?
We're just going to talk for a little bit, okay?
Okay.
I don't have my questions. You remember them? Oliver, where are we going tomorrow?
Italy.
Alright, so we are going on a family vacation, and we love traveling with the family and spending time with the kids, going on new adventures, getting to see what's outside of our norm. And we kind of wanted to talk about questions that people have been asking us. And the first one that comes to mind that people ask me is, are you taking your kids?
Yama yama.
Are you taking the kids?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are always taking the kids. If we're going on a vacation, it's our family vacation, and we will always be taking the kids.
Family vacations are good. So,
Since we have had kids, we have gone on significantly more vacations than we did before we had kids. We've gone further, we've gone more frequently, and we have only gone on one vacation, just the two of us, and it was the closest vacation we've ever taken. It was to New York City, and it was for one night, and it was for our anniversary. So that was hardly a vacation. It was more of like a trip.
Let's get away.
A getaway.
Yeah. Here, snuggle with Daddy.
Come snuggle. My goodness gracious.
Snuggle time.
So, yes. The short of it is yes. We are always taking the kids. We like to think that they'll remember these experiences or appreciate these experiences as they grow up. And we definitely do.
The next question I get a lot is, have they traveled before? And
Yes.
Oliver, yes to that as well. Oliver has flown before, I guess flying specifically. And this will be his 4th flight, right?
Yes.
to California,
Minnesota.
Minnesota, France.
So you've been on an airplane lots of times.
And now to Italy. And this
So-
girl has flown before too. She was with us in France. Carried her along right over to Europe when she was 6 months old.
So
And
this will be...
She was a trooper.
So it'll be a little bit different this time because Layla is more active and not really into as many activities as Oliver, where I think he'll be easier this time around.
Yeah, I think so. I think he'll be able to sit down and play with a toy, like put a puzzle together. Whereas Layla's going to want to be like a little bit less consolable, I guess. When she's mad now. When she was only 6 months old, she could pretty much just have some breast milk and she'd be happy as a clam for a little while. So it'll be interesting, but again, the short of it is, yes, they both have flown before. And we've got him really excited for this one.
Yeah, he's been talking about it for months.
Say cheese.
Cheese.
Kind of a follow-up to if they've traveled before. People have also asked how we think they'll do on the flight. Oliver, sit down. I have a question for you.
Going to the airport, get up on the Amazon, get on the airplane, and fly to Italy. And sleep.
It's a 7.5-hour flight there, and we're flying through the night. So our plan is to just get as much sleep as possible on the way there so we can have another full day of traveling once we get there. The flight back should be a little bit more interesting because it will be during the day and it will be 9.5 hours.
Do we fly? It's the morning, right?
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's better.
So they'll be awake pretty much the whole time. Layla might take a nap, but probably not. We're just going to have to entertain them with games and coloring and food.
But that's every trip. Yeah, every trip. It doesn't matter how far away from home you are. Coming home is always more difficult than getting there. So we're prepared.
That was yours. You said people ask you, how do you do it? So when we went to France for a wedding. So we decided that we wanted to invite my mom along to be our travel nanny with us. And that went over really well with her because she loves any excuse to travel. And it was a lot of help for us because it was the first time we were traveling with 2 kids. And especially just with all the wedding events, it was really helpful to have her there. And we just enjoyed traveling with her a lot. So when she invited us to go to Italy, or she says we invited ourselves, that's still up for debate. But when we started planning the trip to Italy, we were really excited to go along with her and celebrate her 60th birthday. And
Is that today?
Today? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's right now.
It's right now. Did you say happy birthday? So yeah, she had planned most of the trip, and it's also just super helpful to have extra hands.
Yeah, through the airport.
And through customs.
An extra set of eyes when you're out in foreign cities on public transit. Also, she's a travel agent, so she sets everything up. It's always all just taken care of, and we just go, and it's wonderful.
I'll just put a link to her service,
sure.
Her website at the bottom there.
Sure.
In the description.
Yeah. This video brought to you by
Coco Travel.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh
Who
yeah!
are you talking to?
Are you telling the camera? How do you do it?
Okay, so how? So how do we do it? I don't know.
We just go.
We just go.
We have our heart set on somewhere that we want to go, and we just start planning. Like, she mentioned Italy, and we were like, we're there. Like, we want to go to Italy.
Yeah. When we got back from France, it was the biggest trip that we'd ever taken. The biggest trip that I'd ever taken in my whole life. You've probably taken a bigger trip. But the biggest trip that we've taken together as a couple, the biggest trip that we've taken as a family. And as soon as we got back, Katie was like, so where are we going next? I was just like, I don't know. We just got back.
Yeah, my motto is that you always have to have a vacation on the calendar. Like, you just always have to have something to look forward to.
We got 2019 covered already.
Yeah, Oliver.
We haven't even taken our 2018 trip yet. And Katie's got 2019 plans.
Well, we have another trip in 2018 as well.
Yep, that too.
Maybe another one that's not planned yet. Who knows?
What's that one? You have something in mind?
Disney, maybe.
Okay. We like to go and see new places, and we like to do it as a family, and we feel like it's really valuable as a family to not only have that time together, but also have like a really cool experience together with that time. Mm-hmm. So we have placed value on it, and we just make it happen. You know, it takes a lot of planning and a lot of prep, and once you're doing it, a lot of patience. But we just make it happen. Just make it work. And it doesn't matter if it's far, Arizona, which is the 2019 trip.
Yep, that's Oliver's pick. He wants to go see the Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
so.
The kid. He wants to hike in the Grand Canyon and melt our hearts. We're like, yes, we can do that.
So I think that covers about how we do it and why we do it.
Like, everybody asks why because they think it's hard, and it's not hard, but it has its challenges, I guess. Like, you know, kids will be kids, and they don't necessarily care that they're in Europe or that they're, you know, standing at the base of the Eiffel Tower. If they're hungry, and they're gonna throw a fit if they want. Or, you know, our Paris day last year was a crazy day.
Like when we went to the Eiffel Tower, and both kids
were asleep. We finally got to the Eiffel Tower, and they were both asleep.
Walking all day.
Miles. We
walked
a long.
And then we finally got there. Both kids are sleeping, and
both kids, yeah.
We were like, what do we do? Do we keep going. I was like, nope, we're waking him up.
Yep, we woke them both up.
And
Oliver was so, like, confused. We never wake him up.
But he was so excited when he realized that it was the Eiffel Tower, because he has read about it in his books, and a lot of children's books have the Eiffel Tower in it, and movies. So when he realized, he was so excited, and he still talks about it. So it was just funny at the moment where we're just like, oh my word, they finally fell asleep.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And we finally made it to the base of the Eiffel Tower.
But yeah, just unpredictable when you're traveling with kids, but you just have to go with the flow and take time to just let them run around or have their meltdowns or just find food because that's all they want at the moment.
Yeah.
And just know that you just have to enjoy every moment, even if it might not be exactly what you had planned.
Exactly.
Okay, tell the camera what you're going to do on the airplane.
I want to play. Hello.
And lastly, we realized that this is a bit of a different vlog than we normally do. It's not usually just us sitting here in front of the camera. But by the time you're watching this, we will actually be in Italy, but we didn't want to miss a week, so we wanted to make sure we had something for you guys while we're away.
See you when we get back. Sit down. Oh, look how big. Look at the camera. Look how cute. You guys.
Oh, the spaghetti and meatballs.
It's on a thing that is not stable. Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness.